Okay, let's start by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last week we learned the accusative case, nominative case, and the accusative case. Now, to extend the sentence. So we will learn the adjective also. In Pāli, when we use the adjective, actually that one is the same as in English. So, for example, some adjective, like babaka. So babaka also adjective. So the meaning of that one is evil or bad. And the other adjectives are like so dobana. So dobana is this color. This color is not good like that. And also this what we familiar akusala. Also actually that is adjective. So unwholesome. So kusala. So adjective wholesome or good. Okay, some of adjective like that. So, for example, when we want to use this adjective, no, burisa. Burisa mean noun form. So that one, we use the buriso as a, adjective, so subject with the nominative case. So singular and the subject. Okay. And then the other noun is gamma. So gamma also noun. That is, deed or action. So now that one can say, okay, Burisami, a man. Okay, now with the Buriso and the gamma D also, with the accusative case, that one is gamma. Okay, gamma, accusative case singular, now, object. So we use also a deed. Okay, now we can make a sentence, for example. So Buriso. So gamma karoti. So a man performs a deed or does a deed. So in this way can be. So at that time, this a deed is good deed or bad deed, we don't know. So at that time, So this gamma will be modified by the adjective. So at that time, we can see. So, Buri so ba bagam. So, gamangarodi. Babagan, gamangarodi. Here you see in this line. So, babagan is adjective, but to modify to the gamma. So, we use. So that is, Barbican also the same as the gamma in case n. So gamma is with the accusative case, singular as a object. But here, Barbican is accusative case singular, but that is object modifier. So object modifier in this way can be understood. So to, that Barbican also can be used to modify to the, Buriso at that time will be, Barbaco. So Buriso is nominative case singular. So that Barbaco also nominative case singular, but at that time, subject modifier. So in this way, you see, that is the usage of the adjective. So when we use those adjectives to modify the object, that object must be the same form as object. Or when we use that adjective to modify the subject, so that adjective must be modified, must be the same as the subject. So that is why, here this note should be understood. So in Pali, so adjective and so it's modified now are the same or must be the same in actually gender also. Gender. So if the noun is masculine gender, that adjective also masculine. Actually, adjective naturally can be three genders: masculine, feminine, and neuter. But now they are using as a using to modify the masculine noun. So gender and the number, singular or plural. And case. So case means noun is subject case. That adjective also must be subject case. Noun is object case. So that adjective also must be object case like that. Like here, Babago and Babagan, you see. To modify to the booty, so in this way can be. Okay, that is the usage of the adjective simply in Pali. So, Babago, booty, so at that time the meaning will be so the bad man. So commits the evil deed. In this way can be understood. So the man also now with the modifier bad, deed also with the modifier evil. So in this way can be, you see. So Babago Buri saw Babagan Gaman Garodi, the bad man commits evil deed. So but even though the same adjective, but Babago, the same as the Buri saw, Babagan, the same as the Gamma, you see. So in this way must be the same. So that is simple usage of the adjective. And also, uh, so in Pali, now another point, the usage of the adjective. So for example, some more adjectives like the kema. Kema mean, so adjective So the meaning is safe. Okay. And then, so mega is noun. That is the way or the road. So the road. At that time, so adjective. Now, one more. So th this one is the first one. Now the second one. So adjective with verb to be. Verb to be, for example, like a haughty or atty, etc. together. So can be used as a verb. So adjective joining with the verb to be. So for example, here in the example, so Kema is adjective. So now example, we can see that. So, Kemo haughty. Kemo haughty me, is safe. So now we can use subject. For example, here, Mego. So Mego Kemo haughty. So the road is safe. In this way, can be used adjective. So at that time, also here you see Kemo. Which one is safe? The road is safe, even though not modifying to this, subject Mego, but the same case ending, you see. So when such a adjective together with the verb to be, so can be used as a verb. So at that time, so wherein so adjective, so must be the same to the subject in so gender, so number and case. See, so here subject is mega. Mega is, here you see, nominative case singular, actually masculine. So masculine noun nominative case singular. Okay. Now the part of the verb came also, you see, masculine nominative case singular. So in this way, we need to use the verb is, we cannot use so mego kima hodi or mego kima hodi. No, not available. So not right. So mego kimo hodi. So at that time we say plural form, but like a Buddha. So mega at that time kima and the verb will be hondi. Mega kima hondi. So that means the roads are safe. So in this way can be understood. So that is why here, with the adjective in this way, we need to note that. So adjective and it modified noun must be the same in gender, number, and case. And also when, adjective is used together with the verb to be as a verb, So at the time, that adjective also must be the same as the subject in gender, number, and case. And also, when adjective is used like that, so for example, here, two sentences. One is mẹ côขี่มอ. Another one isขี่มอmẹ cô. Now, what position is changing, you see? The first line is mẹ côขี่mọ. The second line isขี่mọ mẹ cô. Maybe we may think they are the same. Actually, not the same. So, when we use for example, in the first line, when we use the adjective to modify the noun, commonly that adjective take place before the noun is modified. You see, buriso, babako, buriso. Mostly, maybe 80%. Babako, buriso. And also babagan, gaman, not gaman, babagan. Not buriso, babako. Okay. So that is why, when now, so one more point, adjective. So take mostly take place. So before the noun. Modifying by that adjective, modifying by it. So that is why you see here, Kimo Meko. That one is can be in this structure. So adjective plus noun. So that is why the safe road in this way can be understood. But the first line is here, Mego is first, Kimo is second. That one is connected with here, this structure. Mego, Kimo, after that the hoti. So in Pāļi, such a verb to be, can be omitted. So occasionally. Sometimes, so that verb to be directly added, but sometimes that verb to be must be understood, not used, omitted. Okay, so that is when we see such a sentence, actually, we need to understand, oh, that one is mego, kemo, hoti. So, but that hoti is not all the time. We cannot see all the time, sometimes omitted. So but we need to understand. So based on this structure, so subject plus adjective. That one is a part above. Okay, so that is why that one, even though in Pāļi without verb to be, mego kemo back. So that one can be understood. The road is safe. The road is safe. So that is why, whenever we see such a sentence, sometimes verb to be together with that adjective. So very simple to understand. But no, without verb to be at the time, we need to consider position of that adjective is before a noun or after a noun, especially with the, so the subject, with the subject. Object it doesn't matter. We can understand. So before object or after the object. So that one can be understood, no problem in meaning. But for the subject, so in this way, can be understood. So that is why, so one more sentence. For example, one adjective. Okay, nisena. Nisena. Nisena is actually past participle. So partially we learn already, but later we will learn detail again. So past participle adjective. So that one is, even the past participle, we can understand the, sitting, sitting. Okay. So now one of the adjectives. So Dobano, or maybe Kusalo, or maybe Papako, or the other one is one of the for example, Tira. Okay, so Tira. So Tira, commonly, that one is noun form. So the elderly monk or senior monk. Actually, it is adjective, actually. Elderly. So one adjective also, noun also can be elderly or elderly monk. So in this way can be understood. So for example, no, not this one. Maybe the other adjective. So for example, the other one, basana. Basana also past participle adjective. So devoted. Okay, devoted. Or maybe sada. Also adjective. Or so very simple one. Sadhana. Sadhana is adjective. So that one is rich. Okay. And the other one is noun form, like a upasaka. So upasaka means a noun. So that one is disciples or laymen. Layman, a layman. So now, for example, one sentence. So sadhano, and then upasako, and then niseno, hoti, sadhano, upasako, niseno, hoti. So sadhano also here you see adjective. We already know that. So niseno also, yeah, adjective, past participle adjective. But that niseno is connected with the verb. But sadhano is not connected with the verb, or their place is quite far. So that sentence can be understood. The rich layman. So hodi, is sitting. In this way can be understood. Is sitting. Niseno hodi. The rich layman is sitting. The rich layman is sitting. So in this way can be understood. So that is why, when we see that adjective, sometimes adjective, so now, the adjective in Pali, not like in English, so adjectives, the past one, modifier to a noun, so passing or thing. And the second one, so, part of verb. So in this way can be understood. Part of verb, so mostly with verb to be. So in this way can be, two function of the adjectives. So that position also change. So in this example, even though without hoti, so we can understand, even though without hoti. So sadhano upasako niseno. Sadhano upasako niseno. The rich layman is sitting. So in this way, without verb to be also can be understood. That is why, that such a verb to be occasionally omitted in Pali. So that is the usage, the first one. So that adjective can be three genders. So this chapter is for the adjective. So adjective. So naturally, so adjectives are in three genders. So both can be masculine and then neuter and feminine. Okay. But so when they are used to modify the masculine noun, they will be masculine. When they are used to modify the neuter noun, they will be in neuter gender. When they are used to modify the feminine noun, they will be feminine gender. Okay, so that is the new adjective, the usage of the adjective. So that is why here, so adjective, so can be the same in gender, number, and case with its noun. So that is first point. So when they take and also mostly the adjective are before the noun, but sometimes after also, mostly. And then, so that adjective, so can be used as a verb, but together with the verb to be. So and then verb to be can be omitted at that time. So based on the position can be understood like so in these two sentences, kemo hoti, or mego kemo hoti, or mega kema hondi, and here. So mego kemo or kemo mego. So based on this structure, so subject and adjective, or maybe subject or adjective and the noun. So in this position, so sentence structure, so the meaning can be understood. So we can guess it in this way. So that is the usage of the adjective. And also, now you see one line when we use, for example, here, So sa dano upa seko. So ni say no hoti. So the rich layman is so sitting. Okay, now so this ni say no. In this place, so we can use the another word. So for example, so sa dano upasako in the anatha bendiko. Hoti. So at that time, anatha bendika is proper noun, name, just name. Okay, noun form. You see. So in this way also can be found, with the verb to be one noun. For example, like a so Bhikkhu Acariyo Hoti. So a monk is a teacher. Bhikkhu Acariyo Hoti. A monk is a teacher. Buddha now. See, but Acariyo, who is a teacher? Bhikkhu is a teacher. So that is when that Acariyo, even though it is not subject, but the same as the subject, you see. So the first one is primary subject. This one is secondary subject. And maybe subject complement. Subject complement in this way. Here adjective also here adjective with the verb to be, and also such a name with the verb to be also. Now verb to be also can be understood. For example, even though it is not noun form, like a upasako and the kasako hoti. So kasaka means farmer. So a layman is a farmer, or maybe the upasako so we are vaja karo hoti. So a layman is a. So we are vaja kara mean actually kapiya. So who so offer service to the monk or like that teacher or like that. So element is a kapiya, element is we are vaja kara. So here in these three examples, the wa Ajariya and the so Kasaka and the so we are Vijakara are actually noun, they are noun. But they are describing about the subject. That is the same as the subject in gender, number, and case. So in this way, they can be used. So that is why, with the verb to be, now the adjective plus a verb to be also can be found there. And then, so now plus, so verb to be in this way. At the time, the adjective, so And also these now are the same as the subject in gender, number, and case. In gender, number, and case, see, because they are talking about the subject. So Bhikkhu is here a teacher, Upasaka is a farmer, or Upasaka is a kabiya, like that. So talking about the Upasaka, talking about the subject, talking about the Bhikkhu, you see. So in this way can be, understood. So that is the usage of, and actually, connected with the adjective, but now also in that place can be used. So that one also maybe in English also, like here, a teacher, subject complement. These adjective or these noun are, so can be called the subject complement or subject verb function as a subject complement together with the verb. So that is why, sometimes, even though without using the verb to be, such a sentence can be found. For example, some sentence. So, mm, so in this case also, for example, ubasako, kasako, may verb to be can be omitted. Ubasako, uyawajakaro, verb to be can be, omitted, but can be understood. Element is kapiya, element is a farmer, or a monk is a teacher in this way. Okay, so now, adjective, so mainly two function to modify noun. Okay, so when that adjective used to modify noun, so at that time, that adjective, so the same as noun in, so gender and the number and case. So gender, number, case in this way. But when that, so adjective is used as a part of verb, so at that time, so the same as subject. Subject in gender, number, case. Gender, number, case. So in this way can be the same as subject in gender, so number and case. Gender, number, and case, like that. So the person is in noun. That means that noun is the object. That adjective also will be object case. So that noun is subject. That adjective also will be with the subject case, like that. Okay. So that is why some sentences in the Pāļi may easy. So so one line is so kiso တွမစီ Dobano. And then the second line is no mego, kimo with the adjective. And then that line is so babaka, akusala, so dhamma, obejandi. And then fourth line, so kilo, so dobano, adogando. And then fifth line is, ayo, abirupo. And sixth line, so banyo, canlo. And then seventh line, so kayo, biduro. Okay, and the eighth line, so sankhara, anicca. And the ninth line, so nahan, so batako sami. And 10 line. So okay, 10 line we will skip now. So in this line, so here kisa is adjective. That one is lean. And also dobana we already, but again. So dobana also adjective. That one is discolored. And then kema also we have already. So safe. And then so babaka akusala already. And then kila. Kila is actually noun form. So saliva. And then doganda is adjective. So ill smell, bad smell. And then so abirupa also adjective. That is handsome or beautiful. And then aya is actually also that one is ayo as a noun form, maybe at the adjective venerable. So but mostly we use so venerable one, maybe now or at the aya venerable actually. So adjective. and also abirubo, and then banya. Banya is noun form. That one is question. And also kanla. So kanla is adjective. So that one is clever. And also kaya. Kaya, we already know that. That one is noun form. So body. And then, so bidura is adjective. So breakable. Easy to be broken. Breakable. And then sankhara. That one is noun form. So condition things. And then nature, we already know that. That one is adjective, actually. Nature, dukkha, anatta, impermanent. And also, the last one is, badaka. So badaka mean noun form. Higher servant. Higher servant in this way. So now the first line. So kiso dwamasi dobano. Actually kiso dwan asi. Dwan asi. So asi is you are. For that one, maybe I already taught or not, I'm not sure. So ru'as. Ru'as is to be. But with the D, and D, C, ta, me, and the ma. So with the present tense, so at that time, we will have the asti, but later change into the, ati. And with the, andi, actually should be a sandy, but later change into the sandy by dropping this R. And with the C, so actually should be at C, but one side is drop. So that is why a C. With the ta, sta, but later we have the atta. With the me, we use the as me, that one also, but later I change it as the and me also. With the ma, as ma, and also later we will use and ma also in this way. So here you see as the second person singular, you are. That is why here, dwam asi. So dwam asi means, you are. So actually, kiso maybe before the dwan, but commonly, dwan is used. Though personal nouns are commonly we don't use such adjective. Kiso dwan. So kiso dwan, you who are or something. So actually, so kiso also with the asi can be understood. So even though at the very beginning, so now you are lean. So dobano, this color. So in this way can be understood. And then mego kemo also we have already learned there. So mego kemo, the road is safe. Even though not included verb or D, verb to be, but can be understood. The road is safe because this one is subject, this one is part of adjective, part of verb. Okay, now Babaka Akusala Dhamma Obijanti. Here Obijanti is ood. So root part and ya and the deep but here and di. So this da and ya become the ja. So Obijanti arise. So this Dhamma adjective, but modified by the two adjective Babaka, Akusala. So evil. So Anho Sam Dhamma here states, and then arise. Obijanti means arise or occur in this way. And kilo dokando. He also know verb to be, but so sliver is ill smelled. Let's see. And so ayo abiduro. So actually venerable one is handsome. So Aya Abidura, such a venerable nan or is beautiful like that. And the Panyo Kilo. So a question is clever. Okay. And also Kayo Biduro. Kaya mean body, Bidu mean so breakable. So and the body is breakable, you see. In this way can be. And the Sankara Anicca. So condition things, that is nominative case plural. So condition things are impermanent. Condition things are impermanent. And now, the last one. So naham means na aham. Okay. So na and the aham. So these two show up, become one long R in this way. So that means here also, submit. That one also actually here. This are submit. This are submit. That is why, I am. But because of not, I am not. So Badaka is now from a higher servant. So I am not a hired servant. So in this way can be, you see. Now, verb together with the verb to be here, but the go noun form here, aneja, biduro, ganlo, abiduro, dogando, and the kemo, and also kiso, and the dobano. All of those adjectives are using as a part of verb together with the verb to be. But most of the sentence here without verb to be, you see. So that is why, adjective. So in this way can be understood in Pāļi. Even though, so based on the, sentence construction. So here, so as a, so adjective plus noun or subject plus adjective based on this. So noun is, even though, we say subject, but commonly that one is noun form. So noun is first, adjective is later at the time. So that noun mostly can be subject. That is a subject plus adjective part of both. But adjective is before a noun, that is surely adjective, like here you see. Here Babaka and the Akusala before the Dhamma. So they are noun form, they are adjective to modify noun. So that is an evil and wholesome states arise. So in this way can be, understood. So that is the usage of the adjective. So now you see, so we already learned the verb, some verb like a present tense and future tense. And also For this subject also, we already learned the nominative case and the accusative case also. Now, so we've already learned subject, object, and the verb. So now the sentence with the three parts commonly. Now Pāļi sentence. So subject, after that the will be, object, after that the verb. So, and also some adverb also we have already learned that we can use some adverb. But now, before the adjective, so subject, we can find adjective, after that the subject. And then before the object, we can find the adjective. So after that, the object. And after that, the verb. So in this way, sentence are longer and longer. So at that time, so if we understand so adjective before the subject is, that one is, adjective phrase. So adjective plus object, that one also object phrase. In this way can be understood. Because of that, so this adjective, the same as the subject in gender, number, and case. That is an adjective plus subject can be, that is subject. Not a single subject, subject phrase, adjective plus noun, or adjective plus subject like that. And also, similarly, object, so adjective plus object, also object phrase. So at that time, the same as subject, object, verb. Even though, 5 words we can find, but the one is subject and adjective and object. The one is object after the verb. So in this way, we can apply in while learning in the sentence at the time. So sentences are maybe not so many. So subject, object, and the verb, sometimes adverb. Only these three parts we can see there. So at that time, maybe a sentence longer than maybe 1 line or 2 line or 3 line. But if we analyze, this one is subject phrase, subject, this one is object phrase, this one is adverb phrase. So in this way, even though 2 long sentences, we can understand easily and meaning clearly. Okay. So now we finish about the adjective also. Okay, so is there any question? Okay, so no more question. Okay, if no more questions, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
This Sayadaw, can I ask a question, Sayadaw?
Of course.
For example, I get an example to ask you. Wait a moment, Sayadaw. I draw it in the chat box, Sayadaw.
Okay. So,
So, yeah.
Mm.
Hamsa, Gachito, Gato, Homi.
Mhm.
So in this case, can I put the past participle and Hoti or Homi is correct, but because I see that Ahang is the first singular, so
Of course, Homi.
Homi is correct, not Hoti, but
No Hoti, no Hoti.
Hoti is for the third
Even though here
singular.
is past participle, but talking about the I. So that is a Homi must be.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much, Bante.
Okay, welcome.
Saro, I have a question.
Okay.
About the verb to be. There are two type, right? The verb to be, there are two different roots.
Right. True. But root
So
book and the root us.
yeah, and when do we use for one type of root and when we use for the other type of root?
Okay, good question. So actually, mostly they have the same sense, but root
Uh-huh.
book is in the sense of to become. Uh, root us commonly we can understand in the sense of to be present, to exist. So that is why, in second person and the past person, they have the same meaning. For example, ahem. So, kusalo, or maybe, so, uh, for example, ahem. So, babako, na, homi, or maybe, so, na, asami, both can be. I am not evil
Mhm.
one. Yeah, in this way can be. But so both can be homi or asmi. When we use the that person singular. So for example, buriso, buriso, babako. We don't use ati. So because we don't, instead of they using ati, buriso, babako, hoti.
See.
Yeah, because ati has the sense of the there is.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Mhm.
we say commonly, we can understand, for example, uh, boto. So boto ati. That means
The boy
not the
is a
sun
boy.
is. So that means, there is a sun.
Mm.
In this way can be. That is different between the root us and the root bu for the that
Okay.
part, second part, singular and plural.
All right.
Right.
Okay. All right. And I understand now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw. Good night, Sayadaw.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so
Sadhu,
much, Sarah.
sadhu,
Yeah. Good night,
sadhu.
Saki her too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Um,